What's up guys, it's USA Specialist, and as we approach Season 4, I wanted to take a moment and appreciate just how far Battlefield 2042 has come.
Highly trained soldiers with no country left to fight for.
The U.S. and Russia are both being accused of fielding armed no-pats in an escalating fight over vital resources.
Battlefield 2042 has been out for over 500 days, and in that time we've seen 3 seasons of live service content, thousands of fixes, and overhauls to the core system that made the game what it is. Battlefield 2042 launched in a state that it never should have, crafted by a studio with almost 1,000 employees, and produced by one of the richest publishers on the planet. Battlefield 2042 was an insult to one of the industry's most beloved franchises. However, over the past 16 months, Battlefield 2042 has gone from the laughingstock of the shooter market and has now transformed into a rather enjoyable, if niche, cross-platform first-person shooter. And after its thousands of fixes, dozens of updates, 3 seasons of content, redesigning of maps, and overhauling of core gameplay systems, the game is still far from perfect, and in all honesty never will be. While the title still lacks the immersion, breadth, and magic of prior entries, I've come to enjoy Battlefield 2042 in a totally different way. Today, I now see Battlefield 2042 as a testing bed for the future of the franchise, and I find that very exciting. The game that got EA angry, caused departures from DICE, and showed that consumers and the industry are better than the trash these companies forced onto us is now helping shape the future of the franchise. And I'm proud that DICE and EA are working through it like they said they would. It's because of that massive failure that we now have legendary talent like Vince Zampella and Marcus Leto on the franchise, and why Battlefield as a series has its own brand new studio that's currently working on single-player content. Battlefield 2042 may never really be saved in the way that many people describe it, but let's at least allow DICE to experiment with this already failed title so they have a better idea of what to do next time. The Battlefield community has been very clear demanding change, and DICE has ultimately had to listen. Battlefield 2042 will be done with specialists after Season 4, the developers will soon have reworked all of the base maps, the class system has returned, the scoreboard has been updated, and old gadgets have been added. And more than anything, DICE has finally found a confident voice and has really begun engaging with the community. Whether that's more trailers, podcasts, developer deep dives, consistent updates, or a whole new studio, DICE will never be able to fix what happened to this game almost 2 years ago, but they can continue to improve, and although it's taken departures, restructuring, and hard lessons, DICE has folded to the community. The community's request for a true Battlefield game is no longer seen as brutal expectations, but is simply the job that DICE and Ridgeline Studios have been built for. DICE finally seems to be wrapping their head around what Battlefield is, and more so wrapping their head around the idea that they need to listen to their fans. I'm proud of what they've been able to accomplish with this game and how they've changed their tone, now taking responsibility and then taking action to improve the game. But ultimately, I'm making this video to say I hope this is the last time DICE needs to ruin a game in order to understand their own player base and their own content pipeline. Hopefully Battlefield 2042 walked so future games can run. But guys, tell me in the comments below, will you ever trust DICE again? For everything else Battlefield, stay tuned and subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.